Peace. Infinite waters diving deep once again. We are out here. We're in nature. Breathing in that good ass prana, baby. Why am I so full of myself? I'm the best. I've been a vegan for over 11 years. We've got over 51 million views. I'm reaching more people than most people have in the history of mankind. I'm beautiful. I'm even wearing a butterfly shirt. Can I get a hello there? Did that make you feel uncomfortable? Right? You probably got a friend right now who can't stop talking about their achievements. Maybe it's you, right? You can't stop talking about how great you are. I got a question in. Someone asking, should we be humble or should we be full of ourselves, right? Which one is the greater act of self-love? Let me share with you what's helped me along my journey, right? I grew up skateboarding, and there was a really good skater, the best skater, who was just silent about how good he was. Like, he didn't brag at all, right? But if he did, it would have been well-deserved. Right? And then there was a really good skater who would just keep bragging all the time, but he wasn't as good as the best one who didn't brag at all. Right? So whenever I used to see the one that used to brag a lot, that was really good, he always used to say, gosh, I can do this. I'm amazing. He was never humble. I was like, you're really good. He was like, I know. I've done it time and time again. It's easy. And I used to look at him like, okay, I was more surprised at the one who never bragged and was so amazing to say, why aren't you bragging? What the hell is happening here? Here's how it works. Ever seen a boxer who says, I'm going to beat that person, I can beat them, and the other one's like, I can beat them, right? And then the one loses and then starts saying, well, I apologize. They don't apologize. They're just like, well, look, the actions speak louder than words. You see, I came out of Whole Foods talking to someone, and we were saying how if you aren't full of yourself, who else are you going to be full of? Slow motion. If you aren't full of yourself, who else are you going to be full of? Right? Because there is a reason why so many people have anxiety, depression, panic attacks, because they aren't full of themselves. They doubt themselves. They say, I'm no good. Now, a lot of us, let's face it, we feel terrible when we talk about something that we've done, an achievement, right? We think that we're showing off, right? It's even in our vocabulary, in the words we use every single day. Show off, bragger, full of themselves, right? A lot of those have a lot of negative connotations because you're supposed to be humble, right? But what's helped me along my journey is realizing you don't want to just eat humble pie. Here's why. You see, many times there are a few reasons you have to realize why it's good to be full of yourself. When you are full of yourself, it doesn't mean that you think you're better than someone else. No, it just means you are now loving yourself 100%. But you see, what this actually does to your body and to your subconscious mind is that it helps alleviate anxiety, depression, all kind of ailments which are related to a lack of self-love. A lack of self-love is the root of all suffering. A lack of self-love is the root of all suffering. Now, I'm a super humble Pisces, right? I never brag, right? But now I'm beginning to realize, actually, people that do a lot, and sometimes I do a lot, it's perfectly okay. Because how you see me has nothing to do with me. It's got everything to do with you. Can I get a hello there? We don't even realize it, right? If you go to your room right now, right? Take out a notepad and write down one thing that you're proud of that you've done in the last week. Write down an attribute of yourself that you are most proud of. Maybe write down 5 or 6. You're full of yourself, right? How do you feel right now? You got more confidence, a greater self-esteem, and there is nothing wrong with that. When you are full of yourself, you are now acknowledging your gifts and talents. When you are full of yourself, you can now offer other people love and attention. Because once you are full of yourself, the cup overfloweth and now it reaches me. Can I get a hello there? But if not, then you're empty. You're looking for someone else to make you whole. You gotta start learning how to fill your own cup. You gotta start stopping this apologizing, right? Apologizing for how great you are. And how great you are is only a perception. It's very subjective, because I probably think you're totally rubbish. But it doesn't matter what I think. It only matters what you think. Right? So there's this athlete, and a reporter was asking, so what will happen if you lose? And he's like, that never even crossed my mind. Right? That's how powerful it is once you have a sense of respect, self-worth, self-value, when you are full of yourself, right? Now, there is being arrogant, right? I call arrogance when you are so full of yourself, but this time it's not serving you, right? Because it's just making you look like an ass, because you have nothing to back it up by, right? Your actions don't match what you're talking about, right? And also, you see, here's where it gets really tricky. When you are full of yourself, you have an expectation to succeed. So a lot of people aren't surprised, right? People like Bill Gates, all of these people with billions, you don't really hear them talking and bragging about how much money they have, right? So that makes them even more like, wow, gosh, do they even know how rich they are? Because they've just been wearing the same jumper for years and years, same shoes, don't even care, because they are so focused on the vision. So you even have more respect. But you see, when someone says, I'm so good at this, I'm so good at that, they now have created so much expectation to keep doing it, right? Which is perfectly fine. But you see, with expectation comes pressure. So growing up, when I saw the best skater in the skate park not really bragging about how good he was, he didn't need to. And maybe that's why he was so good, because he didn't place expectation on himself to perform. His actions spoke for him. Right? Little one to the side. Right? Many of us, we say, who are we to be anything? Right? And that's why these days when I hear someone talking about how good they are, I say continue. Because time always reveals itself. Right? It doesn't matter if you say you're good at that, if you say you're good at this, right? We will see. Right? But why am I full of myself? I'm full of myself because I've prepared for what I'm doing right now. I've been doing this for years. I didn't just wake up with a bunch of grapes in my mouth. This ain't Dawson's Creek, right? So you can become full of yourself when you realize you've been training for this your whole life. When you are prepared, when you have the confidence in yourself, right? Being full of yourself is positive, right? If It serves in giving you a boost to help you become your greatest version. How many times have we said, I can't do this? And guess what? You can't do it. How many times have you said, I can do it, even though you aren't quite sure, but then you end up doing it? That's the power of the words you use, of having a sense of value, of saying, I can do this. It's easy. Power is never given. It's taken. Being full of yourself doesn't mean you have to be selfish or self-centered. In fact, the people who are the most full of themselves have the most to give. Right? Because lots of people say, I'm rubbish at this. They downplay themselves. Why do we do that? If you're beautiful and know it, say it today. Can I get a hello there? Because time always reveals itself. Right? I don't have to say how many people I've impacted. People write to me and tell me. Thank you very much. Right? Because we are changing the world right now. What I said back then is manifesting right now. We planted the seeds a long time ago. This ain't a joke. So, the next time you just want to be humble, ask yourself, am I running a program because I feel I'm not worthy? My parents said, don't say that about yourself because it's not good. Just shut your mouth and get on with it. But wait a minute. I feel I'm marvelous. I'm wearing a butterfly shirt. I feel fantastic today. You are also fantastic. That's where the confidence emanates from being full of yourself, from filling your own cup. That's the only way humanity is going to change. Not by people bowing down their heads to say, I'm no good. Even the cat down the road is saying you're bloody awesome. Can I get a hello there? So once again, become your greatest version. Stop playing it small. It doesn't serve anybody. Take your throne. Take the place to the throne. Take the seat. Relax. Enjoy life. And recognize you are worthy. And don't worry about shining. Right? Because people, as beautiful as the sun is, some people say it's too hot. Shine away. I'm definitely not going to judge you. Woo! Breathing in that good ass prana. And it's a 7-day vegan challenge. Oh yeah. And I always just happen to carry an avocado in my pocket because I'm so full of myself. This makes me full of myself. Have a beautiful day. We're out here in nature having fun. Infinite waters, diving deep once again. Stay well. Stay healthy. Peace.